Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I got Jordan E. Cooper in the house. He's an ex-stripper from Amazon.
Congratulations.
You could order him. I offer $20. Oh no.
Give us at least one more button, Jordan, please. There we go.
Shut your gay ass.
You know you want to lick my nipple? Lick my nipple.
We'll be back after the music.
A lot of balls telling niggas to hurry up.
All right. Let's start at noon. No, I need to push it back to 5. Let's start at 5. No, I got to push it back to 7. No, it calls me at 7:30. Where are you? I'm trying to eat dinner. Fuck your white chicken. Get on. No, let's push it back to 8. Now we got to hurry up. What do you have, a TV show starting this week or something?
You gonna hit record, bitch?
I already did.
It's already recording.
Oh. Yeah, I'm busy.
I don't tell you how to produce a TV show. Don't tell me how to produce a podcast.
Why you sound like you got balls in your throat this week?
You do sound a little sick.
Yeah, I had a cold last week.
That's that cat farting in your face with that open ass, ain't it?
Well,
this cat be walk by him and just stick his ass in his face. But okay, poo poo. Keep that cat ass out your face.
You got that cat ass 19.
yes.
That's 19.
He sure do. I don't know how you have cats, but they piss, they stink, and they motherfuckers fart like unemployed niggas. You been in there, Chris? You been in there with a big dick nigga? He fucking.
No, I can't say I have. No.
You were supposed to say just you, Chris.
I missed the joke.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What are you doing?
It sounds like you've been in bed with a nigga, but not a big dick nigga.
I found Quisha's doorstop, friend.
That's funny.
Who's that behind you?
I have Jordan Cooper. He helped created the Miss Pat show.
Jordan is the man.
He's the third and final fucking writer that helped me got it done.
That's it.
In Jesus' name,
Amen.
we pray.
Hallelujah.
It wasn't easy.
Jordan, she was waiting on you, nigga, because them first two.
Ain't saying shit. Ain't even worried about it.
Where my keys at, Miss Pat? Where the keys at?
It was a fucking rock and roll. It was a rock and roll, but we got through that shit. Hey, I learned a lot. I learned a little structure, where to put periods at. Still working on question marks. Them explanation marks and comma be fucking me the fuck up. I'm like, can't a nigga figure out where you need to pause at? Ain't that what commas for, the pause?
Yes.
Yeah. New look. Writing was kind of weird at first because you know when you want to be cut off and the other person need to pick up it dot like so you get to read like, and Jim said dot. They was like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, this was Pat whenever I first wrote that in the script and she didn't know what it was. She said, and then I nigga tell the motherfucking lie. They be like, Pat, we supposed to cut you off. You ain't supposed to stop.
Nobody said, why don't you just put in parentheses cut off? They're gonna cut you off, nigga. That's all they gotta do for beginning act. They're gonna cut you off, nigga. And I would have like, oh, you gonna cut me off.
Could you imagine you walk into a Hollywood script and said, they're going to cut you off. You'll have to finish the line.
No, Pat, you probably read it. And then they going to cut you off.
I was seeing that first time I saw like a strip that we wrote, I was like, oh my fucking God.
Jordan, so during the taping, she kept saying, this motherfucker Jordan kept sneaking in lines to fuck me up. How many times did you actually do that?
A lot.
I did that a lot. Probably at least like 7 times on each episode. I like to keep everybody on their toes, because otherwise I feel like, they've been rehearsing it, so they think they know every damn thing. But when you throw something in there and the actors don't really, it forces them to pay attention. It forces them to be on their toes.
Right.
So in the pilot,
the click licking,
whenever she walks in the kitchen, in the living room, and she says, "Did you teach your daddy what a clit is?" that was something I just pulled her aside and I was like, "Hey, say this." And then she just went in, and the other actors were trying not to laugh, but it works on screen. It works.
But it was so fucking crazy because I could tell Junebug and the daddy wanted to laugh, but because they didn't know I was gonna say that, and it was a lot of lines like that. It was a lot of lines like that.
There was a take where Jordan added in kisses and they didn't tell Miss Pat. So Jay Bernard starts kissing Miss Pat, and she go, "Okay, nigga, I'm married."
In the middle of the thing.
And I was like, y'all been telling me this nigga gonna kiss me more than one time. What the fuck is all this shit? I ain't that kind of actor. I'm new. And he's like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's not one kiss, you black motherfucker.
Yeah, she was so scared. You were so scared of him at first.
I was.
You were so scared of him.
I hadn't dealt with a man in 20 years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing I would have looked at.
But it was interesting too, because it was between him and another person. And it was just so obvious whenever we did the screen test and they did a scene together, it was like Pat turned into a little girl. It was like she just like all her guards went down and they just laughing and joking and going back and forth, and she blushing, and it was perfection watching them work together. It was perfection. And you see it on screen too when you watch it. They just have this chemistry that's just magic in a bottle.
It was I think the main thing was I just felt like family.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like I was acting with nobody. I just felt like, hey, this is a fucking cousin that steals.
Yep. Why you gotta steal?
Because all her cousins steal.
Right. Doesn't even know their names because they steal so much.
I don't know none of my cousins' real names. I don't know none of my cousins' real names.
What do you know? What do they mean?
They steal. She know they steal.
Granny,
she know to lock the door.
Pumpkin, Red, Nook, Fat Man, Little Man, Poutini.
Poutini from Canada?
No. Poutini, Ant-Man, Granny.
His movie's coming out this summer.
Yeah.
he just got out of federal prison, I heard.
Congratulations.
He good?
I ain't seen him in years since he went to jail.
Are we getting him a food truck too?
What was he in jail for?
I think drugs. I know one time he made a mistake and shot somebody in the head because she asked for a joint, and he put a gun out and it went off and shot her above the eye.
He was trying to stare out.
She didn't.
Did she
He's
die?
in jail for drugs and not that.
She didn't ask for no drug. He said, I heard that the girl said, "Give me that goddamn joint at Mace. I give you this," and the gun went off and shot over the eye.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
She didn't die.
Wow.
She just left with a dick.
She didn't even get high afterward.
I think it was too much blood coming out of her face.
Damn.
If somebody shot me after I asked for some weed, I would expect some weed as an apology.
Yeah.
What if your eye leaking and you can't smoke the weed?
You can smoke the weed. You don't need your eye to smoke.
Yeah, weed don't go bad.
It does if it's soaked in blood.
Well, it was in his pocket, not hers.
How the fuck you know if it does it? Some people piss on their weed to make it stronger.
What?
You be telling a damn lie. You are telling a damn lie.
This is like your acne solution.
putting it on your face. Now you pissing on your feet.
Would you please tell that boy people wipe their face?
Don't know about
They do. They really do.
Jordan, don't. No, they don't.
That's
Yes,
nasty.
they do.
Yeah, it's
That's
disgusting.
It is not nasty.
That's
You have a
nasty.
baby, that's your
Then why
mom.
not just let your husband piss on your face?
No.
Because that grown folks piss.
Piss
You need that adrenochrome piss.
Baby
You-
piss.
Yeah, you need that pure piss.
That's disgusting.
No
Ain't such thing
ingredients.
as pure piss.
It is if it's coming out of a baby. It's just baby milk.
The only time piss is pure is if you're taking a drug test and you get it from your cousin.
That ain't pure piss. Them niggas old.
No, it's pure piss if you got to pass the drug
They
test.
probably got a little gonorrhea. They probably got McDonald's chemicals in it. They got all kind of chemicals in that
Goddamn
piss.
chemicals.
They got all kind of fucking shit. You know how much motherfucking chemicals Taco Bell is in that boy dick right there? You see he eating junk food right now. He ain't had a home cooked meal since probably about 10 years. Dion, if you took his piss, that motherfucker say restaurants, fast food. I bet his balls is too cheap, 2 sliders.
I don't think I've ever.
If it was Chick-fil-A, would you rub it on your face?
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Rub it on
If it
your
was
face.
Chick-fil-A, would you rub it on your face?
I don't think I've ever seen Dion eat. Have you guys seen Dion eat? I don't think I've seen him eat.
Fuck, we went to the restaurant in San Francisco. What are you talking
I
about?
don't think you ate though.
Anyway,
Okay, she
I don't
didn't
eat
take-
as much as you.
Well, that's true.
You could probably be eating cat ass.
No.
I know your cat ass be on your counter
Sometimes
Why
next
you
to your
like that?
next to
You
your
wipe it
next to
down
your
afterwards?
Cheez-Its.
that's called white folk seasoning. Look it up.
Chris be
Where
eating
do the
cat
cats
ass and
eat at?
Cheez-Its.
The cat stinks. Why do you have him in the house? Why do you have him tied up outside?
You don't tie up a cat. Oh, gee. Could you imagine?
I cannot.
If you don't want him to leave, you tie the
Hey.
motherfucker up.
Hey Jordan, season 2, we gotta get Miss Pat a pet.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Let him tie up a cat in the backyard.
Wasn't that you, Dion? The man was handicapped and he walked his dog, but he was in the car and he drove and had to leach out the window. Wasn't that you?
What? No.
I think that was my neighborhood. My neighbor around the corner. I think he got a bad back. He like a Sikh, and he walk his dog, but he drive and he had a dog outside the car with the leash. And the other neighbor have on a neck brace, and she had it on for like 4 years, driving a minute. I'm like, what is wrong with this bitch neck?
You got wire neck like your sister.
She like takes Domino's.
I can't.
I was gonna ask you guys something. Don't forget y'all to watch the show. This is the week the show come out. Thursday is Miss Pat Day, August 12th. Thursday, the show come out. I need you to binge watch that shit. Call your mama. White people, I know y'all love me, and y'all know how much y'all love. I love y'all ass too. I need y'all to go to BET Plus and mayonnaise that motherfucker up. I need y'all to mayonnaise that bitch up. I don't know if it's Miracle Whip style, French vanilla style, and what
French
else
vanilla mayonnaise.
Ugh.
I don't know if it's French fry dipped in the mayonnaise or French fry dipped in the ranch dip it. I need y'all to whiten that motherfucker up. You hear me? I want y'all to hit it so much. I want the BET to turn into BTT.
What
I
is
don't know.
it? What is
Better than white folks.
I can't. No, but please watch it. All 10 episodes are
Back to back.
streaming.
And when you
on
ain't
Thursday.
watching it, just let it run.
Put it in the back while you fuck.
Do you get like
Put
like,
it in the back while you fuck.
I got an episode where I said, don't put your dick in my hand.
do you get like credit of some sort for minutes watched?
No, bitch, I get a second season. I mean, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, so how it works in streaming? How it works in streaming is you gotta watch the first 2 weeks is what they count. So if you watch a certain amount of hours in the first 2 weeks, that usually determines on a streaming show. That usually determines if the audience is big enough for a season 2 for another season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chris, I need you to get all your people, Your mama always call me the wrong goddamn time. I need you to get all your people.
White people,
Yeah.
please
Tell them.
sign up at BET Plus. What's the website? BETplus.com.
Yep.
BETplus.com.
The app. It's the app.
I know some of you are lower income. This is not the time. We need you to sign up. You got if you've got
There
something.
is a 7-day free trial.
All right. If you've got something out of this podcast, if you love Miss Pat, if you've gotten laughs, anything, give some value back to Miss Pat. Sign up for BT Plus right now.
BT Plus. No, not right now, nigga. Oh yeah, right now. Right now. It's out. Okay, right now. Yeah.
Listen, I'm talking to the white people, please.
Okay.
Handle this.
Go on, my man.
You're just gonna
Go on, my man.
fuck it up.
You got it, Mr. Peel, Mountain Dew, Dr.
Pibb.
Mountain Dew.
Mr. Pibb is the white version of Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think we drank when I was little. I used to love Tab because I felt like only rich people drunk Tab because they used to drink it on the soap poppers. That shit tastes like NyQuil. That shit was only old people who was about to die drunk Tab. And I knew a bitch named Tab.
What was Tab?
You don't remember Tab?
No.
It was a soda. It was very fucking
Tab was disgusting.
It was like the
And then they
original
brought the
diet
flavor
drink, wasn't it?
Huh?
I think it was the original diet drink.
Yeah, it was no diet. Before they put the word diet on it, it was everybody drunk Tab.
Oh, wow.
It tastes like medication.
My grandma drank caffeine-free diet Pepsi. It's like, what the point? What's the point at this point? There's no caffeine. There's no sugar. And it tastes
like
horrible.
That's a hey. That's
She
a
might as well
close.
drink water.
No, that was the close your. That was the closest your grandma could get to a nigga.
Because it was brown.
It was brown. That's the closest grandma corner of the field could get to a black person.
I cannot.
What else do you have going on this week, Miss?
She's gonna let him talk about your grandma like that.
What can I do?
What grandma corner feel at?
Oh, I can mute her. Is that better, Dion? It's so much better. I'm talking about my grandma that way.
Yeah, grandma corner field. Where's she at?
She actually lives. She lived around the corner from you for a while, so now she's in a nursing facility with Alzheimer's. So, thanks.
Oh, she won't be listening to this.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
The beauty of it is, if she does listen, she won't remember.
If it
Y'all are horrible.
Hey, Chris.
she wouldn't have been listening anyways.
Let me
I
ask you,
can't.
Chris, you look like you get system, Chris. Chris, what if you go down to see your grandmama and she got Alzheimer's and she said, I am a nickel?
Well,
What if her Alzheimer make her think she Angela Davis or some shit? You walk in there, grandma got them blowed out her gray hair. She got an old white nigga fro on her head, and she got a Obama shirt on.
I think my grandpa'd leave her.
Y'all know that actually happened a lot. That actually happened a lot. A lot of people pass so that they can marry white men and then move on up in the world. I had a family. My great grandmother's sister was she was fair skinned. She was mixed and she looked white. They lived in Mississippi, and whenever she got old enough, she moved out of Mississippi and then she moved to Canada. And then she married a white man. They had a child, and then that child married a white man, had a white child. And then they had a white child, and then the guy whose child they had, the grandchild, is the guy on Prison Break with the green eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know he was. We were flipping through our family photo picture, and I saw him in there. I was like, "Why y'all got his headshot in here? Like, why is he in his resume and shit?" But they said that was my cousin. I said, "Wow," and they told me the story. And then I found out Carol Channing.
Yeah.
Carol Channing was black, but she didn't tell anybody until after she died.
I have heard that. Yeah, like she was like
Carol Channing.
an old
Well,
actor.
if I could get away with being white in them days, nigga, some days I won't be white right now. If I were white, we might be on those stations.
Not with that deep voice.
Carol Channing had like a really weird way of speaking too.
She did.
That was Boy.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi ain't working.
She black?
You need what? Joe?
Yeah.
Pull her up on your screen,
Bro.
Chris.
Look real
Yeah.
white.
Ladies, the three of you are here to find love. There are 12 nice guys and 12 self-proclaimed F-boys. It is up to you to figure out.
That's her.
They didn't know she was black.
No, didn't nobody know.
Be quiet, be quiet.
Yeah, so it's
Hey.
she's on Conan O'Brien. This is a clip from 1997. Old white lady, big black glasses, white hair.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
Aren't they sweet?
Yeah.
Aren't they sweet to applaud and cheer like that?
And she was passing.
You think so?
I think
Yeah,
so.
she was passing. Her dad was black, I believe.
25
Oh my
more
God.
cities. Hello, Dolly.
She has like she had to have had her nose looks like really worked on.
There's a city that hasn't seen Hello, Dolly, and we're gonna.
Rachel Dozo.
Haven't seen Hello, Dolly.
God, you gotta get everywhere.
Except she ain't got no inch of black in her.
Where's this wood?
Tell them, look. Okay, I don't want to hear her. Just tell them don't even say this stuff. It's in there.
That's wild.
That's a sweet. That's a don't even waste your money.
What's she doing? Let's take a break real quick. We need to
Yeah.
take a break. So we'll take a break and Miss Pat will be right back. If this is your first time listening because you're just new from Rogan, I just want to say she's on the road. Listen to some other episodes. The sound quality is a little better. So we'll be right back. So are you nervous about the show? Can you guys believe that this day is finally here after all that you've been through?
I am. I'm like,
I will light your mother's grave on fire.
Again.
Do something I ain't never did, nigga.
He already graduated. What more do you want?
What did you say?
he was asking, are we nervous? Are you nervous?
No,
Is that true, Jordan?
not yet. I think Jordan's very nervous.
I
He
am
can't stop
nervous. I am
shitting.
nervous. We're like yin and yang. So whenever I'm the good cop, she's the bad cop. Whenever she the good cop, I'm the bad cop. So like if I'm nervous, she not nervous. If she nervous, I'm not nervous. It's weird how that works. But I think I'm just nervous because it's so different and it's so it's just not a normal sitcom. And you know, Black people are always very particular about how they're portrayed.
But and like I told somebody the other day, I said, this is a shame on a Black family. I said, in Chicago is what?
No, but I get confused.
Into Bill O'Reilly.
Hell yeah. You talking about Chicago is what, Nick?
No, but I get confused because this is my thing with the Black community. I feel like a lot of times white people get to be portrayed in all these different ways and all these different mosaics, right? They get to be human. But the minute Black people are human, then it's like, oh, it's a stereotype.
Yeah,
It's
like the time.
Actually, no, this is
Like the time Chris Rock did black hair. How dare you talk about black hair? Bitch, everybody know that one all goddamn hair. He just showed for how you take it on and put it off. Fuck is wrong with y'all? They're so quick that I told a bitch the other day, I said, you are a self-hating bitch that can't get no dick. But I said it on TikTok so I couldn't get blocked. I said, that's your fucking problem. Black folks are so quick to critique some shit
that they haven't seen.
They haven't seen or been a part of. Go do something. Can you get back in the screen? This is a podcast. Can you go do something? Then come back and talk to me. If you ain't done shit, don't say shit. Watch it and then give me a full fucking opinion. I don't need you, not one white person. And when he did, the other white people lit his ass up.
But listen, this is also one of the only times that we've ever seen a Black mother be an artist while the husband is the one who's taking care of the house. We've never seen that. That's like that is there's just such a mosaic of Blackness even within this family on the show. It's because Pat is not Denise is Black. Denise is not Ashley's Black. Ashley's not Janelle's Black. Janelle's not Junebug's Black.
You see all
Junebug's
type of
Brandon's
Black.
Like it's like a mosaic. I feel like we really do have a mosaic of Blackness that I hope that we get to see more on television, and I hope that when we see it, that we surround it with love. Because it's like you complain about that, but then the Huxtables ain't Black enough. Okay, well if the Huxtables ain't Black enough, what about the Winsows? Oh, the Winslows ain't black enough. Okay, the Winslows ain't like it's like it's just a never ending, and that's because we came into this world, especially in the history of television. It started with Amos and Andy, right? Which was originally portrayed by white men on radio. They even shot the pilot of Amos and Andy in the 1950s with white men in blackface. They were just gonna hire a white cast and put them in blackface. But then when the networks were like, oh, that's not gonna go, I don't think that's gonna go well, they hired black actors, right? And it was hilarious because these actors were hilarious, but there were still a lot of stereotypes. And I feel like because we've been so like shaded and because our representation is so horrible, that whenever we do see something good, we don't necessarily know how to take it. I feel like some people are like, oh, this is amazing. And some people are like, this is trash. And I think we're allowed to do that, right? We're never gonna like one thing as a
Your
people,
opinion,
but...
your opinions are like asshole. They open and don't nobody want to hear them. Hey, everybody got one.
What the fuck?
She don't know she's making shirts. She making a shirt. Opinions are like assholes.
Opinion like asshole. They open and everybody got one.
I know.
That's not how the saying goes, but okay.
I hadn't. I mean, I hadn't thought about it. And like growing up, you get like, I don't know, when you're white, blackness gets shrunk down into like 2 or 3 things, right? You know, but when you watch
still
this
today,
yeah, I
you
mean,
only got
when you
2
watch
black friends. That's us. But keep going.
I have multiple black friends, just none of them are like you, Miss Pat.
Multiple, me too, motherfucker. You think I can't add?
I spent the weekend with our friend Land from Starburns, and he goes, the number one question I'm asked most often is she really like that?
Yeah.
Yep. But no, I think that's an interesting point. Like watching the 2 or 3 episodes I did, like, and Miss Pat's family's like that. Like there's a bunch of different like blackness in her family. You know, you've got Garyana. You all have heard Garyana. Then there's Nikea, the Carl Winslow. You know,
the
like
dumb dumb.
Right. Like so, I think that's
dumb dumb with ice cream stick dick, and then you got Junebug, and then you got.
I remember one time we were in the car and she was talking to Nikea. And she said, get off my phone with your push pop dick. She said he got circumcised. He got a push pop dick.
Jordan, I was watching the show with Nike and his wife, and he was howling. And it was an episode where his character's portrayed, and we end the show, and he's like, he's so dumb. Nikea.
We fell out like Nikea, that's you. He's like, Mom, Brandon's so dumb. We like, we know. That's why he loved Brendan too. I don't think he realized Brendan was him.
Jordan, did you write like have you spent a lot of time around her kids because you nailed their characters? Like they're identical. Like the Garyana character is Garyana. It's amazing how well she does.
Yeah, it's like just listening, man. I've only been around the whole family at once, like one time. And that was when they were like on Lake Lanier and I just sat and I was just there. We were just hanging out. But it was just, I just listened to it. I just listened to everybody's different perspectives. And it just made so much sense. It was almost like this was a show that was meant to be. I don't know if she's ever told you like our history, but I first saw her when I was in high school. My dad had recorded her on this morning show. And I came home and he was like, yo, you got to watch this lady. Like, she's hilarious. Like, she needs to write a book or something. And because I'm like, my type of comedy, the way I write is like pain and joy. It's like, you have to laugh to get over the pain, right? And she was just a walking example of that. And so I watched it. I was like, dang, like, she's hilarious. Like, she needs to write a book or something. And a year later, I'm in college and she writes a book. I can't afford the damn book. The book was $50 on Amazon hardcover. I screenshotted it. $30. It was $50.
Oh, was it?
Damn.
And I screenshotted it. I was like, oh, when I get some money, I'm gonna come back and get this. Never was able to get the book. Then I wrote my play, Ain't No More, which was on Broadway at the Public. And Lee Daniels was like, hey, you know, we're doing this thing with this comedian. We don't really know what the concept of the show is. We don't really know what we want to do, but we want to do something with her. Can you read her book and see if you can come up with a concept? Like, I was just happy to get the damn book, but I got it and I read it and I immediately saw this multicam, this sitcom in my head, because I've always wanted to create a new kind of sitcom. I've always wanted to create a rated R kind of, but like I never had a premise. I just knew the concept. I was like, oh, I know what I want to do, but I don't know the family. Then I met Pat and I read the book and I was like, this is the family.
The rated R family. This is it.
This is it. And literally, I remember when I first wrote the first draft and I sent it to Pat. She called me. She said, why you got me cussing? You got me saying nigga and motherfucker. Nigga, I don't motherfucking talk like that.
And she was serious too, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
That's it. She was one to cuss. She hated. Didn't you not like me?
Not the cursing. And
She
I
did
did the
not like
same
it.
thing with the book lady. Like when she would try to, I said, my English ain't that broken. I said, I don't talk like that. She's like, yes, you do. You
Yes,
should
you
record
do.
yourself.
Literally.
And I was like,
She was nervous about, I remember you were nervous about them singing, the executives, the white executives. You were like, you can't show these white people this. You can't. I was like, Pat, that's you. That's your that's how you talk. Like, that's how you, and then thankfully, Garyana was on my side. Thankfully, Garyana was like my spy in the ear at the house. Cause she was like, Mommy, you should listen to him. You should listen to it. He doing this, he doing that, he doing that. And then finally, I think she trusted me. And when she trusted me, like getting Pat's trust is like winning the lottery. It's like once she trusted me, then it was like back and forth.
That's
I
when
was
the
sending her
abuse starts.
Yeah.
what did you say, Nick?
I said that's when the abuse starts.
Raymond.
No, I can't. No,
Fuck your show.
Funny. Call the crack baby like, not today, Yolanda. They be repeat shit.
Jordan, I think just like Janine, was it Janine Amber was your book writer? Like I think you did, and I think Rabbit is one of the top 3 books I've ever read. Like I read it in 2 hours. I loved it, and it wasn't just because I knew Miss Pat. It was just really, really well written, and I think you did a great job of translating Miss Pat for another medium. You know, and it's funny, and it just like really, if you love the Pat Down, you're gonna love this. So go to BET Plus White People and mayonnaise that bitch.
Yeah.
But no, I think you did a great job, Jordan.
Thank you, man. It was a lot of work. But I'm really proud of it. I think we made something really, really special.
Everybody gonna want a Miss
We
Pat
made
show
something
after
really,
this.
really special.
If you don't, I mean, it doesn't get no realer than this. People tired of watered down fake shit. You're sitting at the table eating carrot. Nigga, we had soul food. And we're gonna have so much other kind of food. Nobody wants to be eating no motherfucking carrot sticks.
Yeah.
I don't cook. Women are always cooking on. I don't fucking cook in real life, and I don't want to learn how to cook and act in life. So that's not what I do. So y'all tune in Thursday, the Miss Pat Show. It should drop Wednesday night, and I need y'all to marinate it up, nigga it up.
I think it drops at 12 PST. 12 PST is when it drops.
Pussy soon, Tom. That's
So
what
like
time to drop.
like 3 a.m. Eastern.
3
a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Pussy Tom song. Make sure y'all.
How did you try to make that simpler and yet make it so much more complicated?
So we're getting ready to go to dinner, but I want to thank y'all for supporting us at what we do. Make sure y'all pass the shit along. Watch the fucking Miss Pat Show so I can come back for a second season.
There we go.
Hey, we got, and good night. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.